Well, good morning. Today is Wednesday, September the 30th, the last day of September. And it's my pleasure to bring the most recent update for the city of Belleville as we deal with the COVID-19 virus and during these times. And today is Orange Day, Wear Orange Day, and it's a day that we try to point out the injustices and the unfairness that we treated Aboriginal Canadians, particularly those that went to the residential school system. And so we wear orange today to remember the hardships they went through and the fact that we're sorry for that, and we're trying to get through it. Today is, as everyone is talking about, we're now in a second wave in the province of Ontario of the COVID-19 virus. Locally in our region, our numbers continue to be very, very good. However, we now have yesterday 2 new lab confirmed cases. That means that we have 4 active cases at this time. All of the individuals, all 4 of them are isolated so that they're not spreading that virus. But we also have gone through 37,600 tests at our COVID-19 assessment centers and our paramedics that are testing for it now. So those numbers are very good in the sense that we have low numbers. I think it's 56 is the total since the beginning of the COVID-19 outbreak. We're doing a good job, and we just need to continue to do that. But I do know that a lot of people are stressed, concerned about what a second wave may be. And we will get through this. As I said last week, we will get through this just like we got through the first wave. But we all need to continue to do the things that really matter, which is washing your hands, sanitizing. If you can social distance, it's very important to maintain it. And if you can't, to use a mask in those situations. But we, as I said, are doing very well. The COVID-19 Assessment Center continues to be in operation. They now have given an additional way for you to book an appointment. You can still continue by calling in for an appointment, but you can also now go online and register. And this information about the website is here on the screen for you to be able to do it. And again, we've known from the very beginning that testing was going to be crucial. We want to give people peace of mind. We also want to identify when COVID-19 symptoms do enter our community so that we can stop the spread. And we've done a good job so far, and I continue to encourage everyone to keep up the great work. This week in the city of Belleville, we've continued to be able to open up some of the services that we weren't able to provide earlier in the year. The second arena at the Quinte Sports and Wellness Center opened, and so now we have 2 functioning arenas, and it has been going well. I want to thank not just our staff for setting up all the protocols, but I want to thank those that are using the arenas for following the rules and dealing with it. Has been very, very good. Also this week, the Templeman Aquatic Center opened, so we now have swimming again. And again, I encourage everyone to go to the Quinte Sports and Wellness website. There is videos that our staff did. They're actually kind of funny when I look at it. It's nice to see our staff members make videos. I don't think any of them are going to become movie stars, but they have tried to do a good job, and they've tried to make it informative. And I do chuckle a little bit when I watch it. Good job for them for all that they're doing. And finally, in terms of city services, I just want to remind everybody that we are working hard to ensure that regardless of what COVID throws at us in the future, we will continue to provide the services that you can count on, that you need as residents and businesses in the city of Belleville. And I want to thank everybody for their cooperation. We had a council meeting this week, and we had a lot of good business conducted, a lot of great decisions. You may recall previously the federal and provincial governments helped the city of Belleville to buy 4 new buses. And what's gone through this whole process is that we were able to get better pricing. So for the funding that we were able to receive earlier, we've actually been able to get 5 buses. So not 4 buses, but 5 buses for the same price. So that is very, very good news for our Belleville transit system. It's going well, and and I remind everybody that tomorrow, starting October 1st, fares are back in place. And so you can pay them on the bus. You can also pick up your bus passes. And again, here's more information about the apps that you can contact to be able to book rides, understand the system, but also to buy bus passes. On Monday, City Council, we made a decision to donate the current and soon to be former police station to Habitat for Humanity for their wonderful 66 unit Horizon Village that they're proposing to build on Dundas Street. It was very important for City Council to donate this land because they can now go to the Canadian Mortgage and Housing Corporation as part of the federal government's National Housing Initiative to be able to seek funding for that. So we made a commitment that that site, when it is available, they'll be able to use it, and it's going to be a little while yet before they go along, but they can start the process. Speaking with Glenn May Anderson, the Executive Director for Habitat for Humanity, we made the decision on Monday at council to do it. He made the phone call on Tuesday morning to let the CMHC know that they were ready to go, and we look forward to continuing to work with them on that site. And I want to thank City Council for their unanimous support providing this facility for Habitat, and we look forward. Again, 66 rental units. Many of them will be what we call affordable, meaning that they'll be 75% of what the current average market rate is for rental accommodation. Some of those will be market rents as well, but there will also be some for people who are qualifying to be able to own a home of their own through the Habitat for Humanity program. So it's very, very good. And as I said earlier, they're not just 1-bedroom apartments. They are also 2 and 3 bedrooms so that they can help with families who are desperately in need of rental accommodation. And we're happy about that. On Monday, Council also gave approval to proceed with a stop arm camera program for school buses in the city of Belleville. Every day, because of inattention or speeding or just not following the law, people are driving through the stop arms on school buses that are out to keep traffic stopped so that students can safely exit buses. And we are finding that this is becoming a concern. And so we're brought forth a proposal. We struck a committee to be able to deal with all the details. But the stop arm camera program will be able to issue $450 fines to people. $490 fines for folks who are not following the rules of the road, and to be able to make sure our kids are safe going forward. So we're looking forward to having that come back. Last week, my video was from the Memorial Arena, and I talked about the fact that Task Force Engineering, who were the successful bidders for the Memorial and the Legion Building redevelopment project, they had an open house for the Memorial portion, which is the commercial part. So they had interest in people who rent space and who will be able to offer that indoor market activity, and we're very, very excited about that. Also last week, Council and I were so excited to be able to honor Selma Botnick for her 25 years of service on Belleville City Council from 1988 to the year 2000, and then again from 2003 to 2006. Selma has touched so many different parts of the city, and it was nice to be able to dedicate the Parkdale splash pad in her honor, and it was great that she was there with us to be able to unveil it. And in spite of our COVID situation, we were able to have a nice, safe, supervised outdoor event, and it was great to see so many former mayors and councillors in attendance that served with Selma over some of those years. Very, very quickly, just with some great news about the Quinte Skyhawks football program. We'll be getting a national junior football league here in Belleville starting in the fall of 2021. And this is great because it's in 5 provinces now, including Ontario. And this will give kids between the ages of 17 and 22 an opportunity to continue playing football. And their partnership with Loyalist College means that children that come to Belleville to participate on this team, they can still go to school and further education. So that is great news. And the last thing I want to talk about is where I am today. And I am in City Hall. A lot of people don't get a chance to see this part of it, but this is sort of the financial center of City Hall. Director Carol Hines, our finance director and treasurer, her office is down here. And this is where they focus on all the financial aspects for the city of Belleville. Because Belleville City Hall was built in the late 1800s, so 1869. Back then, of course, we didn't have the banks that we have today. We didn't have Interact. We didn't have Wi-Fi and electronic transmission of funds or whatnot. People had to bring in cash to City Hall. So where we are is the original safe that we had it. Today, obviously things have changed and we don't handle a lot of cash. But back, prior to all that technology, cash was the only thing that people had to come in and pay their taxes or for services for the City Hall. So this is the old original safe, which is down in the City Hall. And today we don't, as I said, we don't store cash. What we do is we have some materials in here. Some of our stationery, some of our administrative materials are in here. But this was the safe. And Jenna's going to come in and take a quick look and just to see the space in here. And this is where we would have kept things. There would have been silver, there would have been gold, there would have been cash and coins or whatnot. Also, there would have been records in here. This is where the seal for the city of Belleville would have been kept. But you can see this is such an old building, and the walls are so thick, and this was designed to protect the assets of the city during a time where we did not have the financial institutions that we have today and all of that. So you got to look at something that is not very common. Not a lot of people know about this, but as you can see, our stationery is very well protected these days, but in the old days we used to have all of our money there. So our director Hines has done a great job. One of the things we dealt with at City Council on Monday were the 2019 year-end financial statements, and we have excellent financial management of our city, and that's allowed us this year to be able to deal and pivot with all the COVID times. So that's my update for this week. If you have any questions, you can always get a hold of me through my City Hall office, or you can also reach out to your city councilors in Belleville Ward or in Thurlow Ward. All that information is available on the city website. And until then, I encourage everyone to stay safe, stay positive and kind and compassionate as we deal with these uncertain COVID times. But you can know that the city of Belleville is something that you can count on, and we're here for you.